Hold on, I gotta go make a meme now while we start this.
Bro,
thing.
well,
I got a meme.
You got time to make memes, man. God damn.
Yeah, I got time for it all, bro.
That's true, bro. That's true, bro.
Yeah, that template.
Bro, Ep.11, man. What are we doing? Why are we still doing this shit?
Hey, man, it's
Joba's off the cast.
Bro, Joba got kicked off.
Yeah, Joe was done. We finally got rid of him.
Someone named Captain Cappy donated $50,000 to the podcast to kick Joba off, and now he's off the podcast.
Where the fuck's our cut?
Hey, man. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Good Game Perfect. We are at episode 11. Holy shit. We're in the double digits now, boys. We got a grind going on. It's only the four of us today. You got four goobers, the four clown squad pulling up. Cobb, Dill, Knight. What's going on, my homies? How we doing today?
Good, man. Very good. No Joba, no worries.
No Joba, no Todd.
Yes, sir.
Bro, it's gonna be a good app. Yes, sir.
No Joba, no Todd, no views.
Oh, feels bad, man. But nonetheless, on that same kind of notion as well, thank you all for 600 subs on YouTube. We're slowly climbing. A big emphasis on slowly, but nevertheless, we are still climbing through, and that's what's important. We're going to keep releasing content while we enjoy, making this podcast. And I think for the time being, we really do still enjoy making it. Views are still going okay, I guess. We're getting lots of listens through Anchor. Everyone's listening on there, which is really great too. And Twitter as well. Go follow the Instagram. Dill's been putting a lot of work in that Instagram too. It's in the description of our of the cast as well, of all the episodes. It's right there. Go follow it too there as well if you're on Instagram or you use that platform. But nonetheless, today we'll be talking about quite a decent variety of stuff. I think the majority of the cast is going to be based upon the 5th anniversary for Global. We're going to be talking about the end of the Kazuna event, the new bait Sugos, as we like to call them, limited rare recruit Marco, and the World Journey units, which came quite early. The most recent announced Valentine's Day event. And then the shocking 6+ V2 Whitebeard that I don't think anyone expected to pull up, but he's like, what's doing? And then 5th anniversary, like we said, including our speculations and thoughts on the live stream. On the JP side, a lot of content's been released recently. You have the new Kolo Sangoro or the Sanji, the Raid Bonnie, 6+ Robin, the new ailments, I guess you could call them, the new Crew Despair and Shipbind, a bunch of new Limit Break pluses, Legend Sugar now, which is just, anyway, we will get into that. Maybe some new potential World Journey units with the new figurines that are coming out as well, and then a really dope new Future Legend vote, which I really like the direction Bandai is going with these player-based voting in terms of characters, and the little changes to little changes to Kizuna and TM in terms of the JP side specifically, obviously. And then we got some questions as well. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you want to talk about JP first or Global? What do you guys want to do?
Ooh, I reckon we talk about Global. Let's get Global out of the way. There's a lot of Japan news again.
Dude, Japan really releasing some good ass content, so we'll leave that for the last part. But we'll just get started into it. Conclusion of the Stampede events. So we have just finished up the most recent Kizuna Bowl, which in my opinion was just as good as the first Kizuna they released. I think Kizuna Bowl was really well handled, and the difficulty scaled quite well, and teams lasted a very long time, which is obviously very important in these kinds of in Kizuna as well. So what do you guys think of the most recent Kizuna?
It was really easy, to be honest. I don't know if that's being disrespectful.
It was. And as soon as you reached 100, though, it came to an abrupt halt.
Yeah.
It's like, you hit 100, okay, now you cannot do it anymore.
I believe somebody messaged, or somebody said that they, I think it's I believe his name, I might be wrong about the person, but I believe his name is Akine86. He's like a really true free-to-play player, so shout out to him if he does listen. He did mention that the HP scaling had gone down in comparison to JP's one, JP's Kizuna Boa, but which in turn does make it a lot easier, but I think it was good. It was like one of these Kizunas that where like, if you did use your potions, it was more or less worthwhile in the end, because
for sure,
you were able to clear a lot of content, get a lot of tokens. I think Todd ended up with like 1,800 tickets, which is, in turn probably at like maybe 90 tablets total if he runs off like the optimal resetting and stuff. But
Todd's a massive nerd, though. So.
Yeah, that's fact. But no, that was good as well. Also, Raid Sabo, Raid V2 Sabo. That was a good unit. It was a pretty decent raid as well. I don't think it was too challenging. I think
motherfucker took me 65 copies.
Same. Same. I mean, to be
fair.
fair, we are feeding outside of skill up, so don't do that if you don't have the resources to.
They took the skill up away the second he came.
I know
out,
that was kind of ignorant.
They
should have at least had it for one day, so people.
They usually give us a day, don't they?
Yeah, generally the raid will start within the last day of skill up, so it's kind of odd that they just removed it abruptly. But yeah, both those things were good. I think. Like we mentioned this in like maybe 2 or 3 podcasts ago, but we did talk about that like after like Luffy Law V2 Big Mom like release where like content was gated around them, the game's going to open up a lot more and become a lot more available to a variety of units and such. And now we're kind of getting into that period where a lot of legends are seeing a lot of play as well. And I think like what surprised me the most, jumping quickly to JP, was TSF has been releasing a lot of like videos and stuff on the new Hawkins Forest. He cleared it with Snake Man and Halloween Ace, which just in itself is just like, to show how strong Snake Man still is.
Snake Man's still that guy.
Especially within the current JP client where every legend coming out is just better than the next. So Snake Man's still really holding it down, which is really good for a lot of global players, especially because, V2 Gear 4 will become probably more available as time goes on. But we'll get into the bait Sugos. So, Cobb, deal you guys pulled. How'd we go?
I got Marco, but then I got fucked on the World Journey. So don't pull on World Journey.
That's an L. What about you, Cobb? Tell me about your.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me read the multi to the homie. This guy got Strength Bastille. He got like the OG Deck Zoro, OG Deck Caesar. He got Quick Chopper, Quick Kaku. He got the Onion Pirates. He got New Idio. He got Gecko Moria, Peckhams, and he got Shit Chopper. That's why you don't pull, kids. Don't pull on the bait when Annie's right around the corner. Leave it to the professional idiots like ourselves.
Yeah, Karma got me.
But I think the interesting part is the release of the World Journey Mihawk Bow and Croc. Very, very early on in the cycle, especially in comparison to JP. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys got them so early.
Yeah. They're sort of trying to catch it up to speed on all the World Journey stuff, which is weird.
But it's especially because like these weren't just like these were released with islands alongside them. And if you like look at a lot of the JP teams, a lot of them, like I think Dill and I were talking prior to starting recording, was saying that a lot of the teams use exclusive units to Japan at the moment. So it's very hard to be building teams around this kind of content for the time being. It's very interesting that they decided to release these units all of a sudden.
I think the event overall is really nice, though. It's what 16 free pools,
16 4-star or better tickets, which in itself
is nice,
great.
And like 12 gems as well. I think
something ridiculous.
I was reading this before, but I can't remember.
The build, especially like right now with the build up to anniversary, just in turn for 16 tickets is just like it's good regardless of what you pull or not. Like 16 free units for just clearing content is fantastic.
Does that include the World Journey units?
I'm not sure actually.
It does.
Oh,
if
there
it
you
does,
go.
That's really
nice.
If
it does, it's fantastic.
If it does, why would you pull?
Exactly. Did JP have the same thing? 16 tickets or so? If you recall?
I got like 16 tickets. It was like yeah, something like that. I know we got a whole bunch of gold pulls. Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, easy. Well, I think it's good for content's sake. Good to hand that stuff out. For sure. Well, we said this podcast is going to be light on the global side, so we're just running through everything at the moment. But we'll get to the juicy stuff. I want to quickly go over the Valentine's Day event as well, because that kind of just dropped, and there's nothing special, nothing like to go home about. But it's a lot of free stuff, which in itself is good. Log in on Valentine's Day. 2 gems, a Valentine's Day chocolate, which I'm assuming is just EXP, and then Tea Time Homies. And then log in, like the login period, 7 days of logging in. You can get 25 tomes, you can get rainbow gems, you can get almighty manuals. So, and then especially like this part here, which I didn't really read up on too much, the if you can get like 2.1 million XP by clearing the following fortnights. So like all the Revolutionary Army, so Koala and Huck fortnight, the Wedding Nami fortnight, and the Candy Maiden Heart, which is Okama fortnight as well. Which is like free XP. So 2.1 million is generally going to be a level for most people. So it's going to be really helpful. And then they also half stem islands too, which is good as well.
Not enough XP for someone who's been on the big grind with the 3-time ship, though, right?
Bro, man, I thought yesterday I finally overtook Joba. I finally did.
Did you?
Yeah,
not even finally. I was like 15 levels ahead of him, and then he kind of just quit. And I was like, all right, cool, I won the race. I think I was like 14 at the end. I think I'm 16 now. And then I was like saying, all right, we finally got top pirate level Australia account, sweet. And some homie in Dynasty was like, what level are you? And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh, 886. He's like, I'm 912. And I was like, you better not be from Australia. He said, yes, I am. And I said, you fucking bitch. So the grind really don't stop for your boy.
The grind never ends.
Hopefully, Annie, we get a 3-times ship and 2-times XP islands, and then it's game over at that point for your boy. We're going pirate level. I'm going to be top pirate level by the end of this year. Don't worry, boys. Fuck that. It's not worth it, man. But make sure you're logging in and doing clears on the Valentine's Day event. Free gems. Start stocking up before Annie. Because all that shit's important. But without further ado, this is going to be a big discussion point. So we were all chilling one night. We're just, hanging out in Discord as we all do, waiting for news to drop. Then someone drops an image from Korea. A blue Whitebeard. Okay, interesting, right? Holy shit. It's V2 Whitebeard. Holy shit. It's 6+ V2 Whitebeard. What the fuck is going on, man? We wait for the news to drop. We wait for the translations to come out. And then homie drops. And let me just... what do you guys think? Just first of all. So not much has changed on the unit. His captain base went up to a 3.25, still with a 4.5 max. But then his special changes to, instead of doing 400k fixed damage through barrier to a single target, it's now 4 turns of burn despair removal. Everything else is the same, except if your HP is below 50% rather than being below 30, reduces damage by 95% and reduces despair by 20 turns. It's very odd that they decided to do reduces 4 turns of burn despair, just flat out, and then also have the 20 turns. So technically you can reduce 24 turns of despair, which is just like weird that was the choice. But what do you guys think? Improvement, downgrade, side grade, upgrade?
I will say first, that artwork is so good.
Yeah, I didn't even mention the artwork.
The artwork is amazing.
Artwork's fantastic. And even like the idle animation, the attack animation. Like the attack animation is something special. If you haven't seen it, have a look at it because it is very good.
They've done a good job. They've done a very good job.
Yes. But what do you think?
I think it's okay.
I didn't like V2 YP to begin with. I still don't like him.
I think, for me personally, the 400 fixed is good. Especially for just to get 4 turns of despair and burn removed. Okay, the burn, that's cool. But the despair is useless.
Yeah, that's my issue with it. Because the burn is important to get rid of. Because that sort of really is a problem.
It negates a lot of damage for him, and it will kill him technically. If you don't kill the stage.
If they'd made it something else other than that 4 turns of despair, because it's already 20 turns.
Yeah.
And if you're not below the threshold already, you're doing it wrong.
Especially because with globe, especially they made it easier. 50% HP, it doesn't even need to be gotten via unit or anything. You just get hit a couple of times, and then you're good to go. But especially like obviously JP doesn't have the log ace, but since global does have the log ace, it's so easy to get below that threshold, be at max damage, and just be able to while out, and have that 20 turns of despair as well, the removal. So it's a very odd choice that they decided to remove the fixed damage and then add the burn removal. Yeah. I reckon it would have been interesting if they had just added the burn reduction by 4 turns on top of everything. I reckon it would have been a lot better if that was the case rather than replacing it.
I don't know. Even if they made the despair something else, I think it'd be much more valuable overall. I just don't know what you could replace it with, though.
It's not much to really remove, to change it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Could have been some rainbow shield, maybe. You could have done something crazy like that. I don't know. That'd been really interesting if that was the case. But
he hits like a truck anyway.
yeah,
like,
it's just at 4.5. Like his base attack starting at 3.25 is actually really strong. Just to start off with, from 2.5 to 3, was it 2.5? I think so. To 3.25 is like a big jump for the base attack as well.
Yeah.
Especially you start with the white beard ship, you're gonna go start it like 4 times, you know. So like you're already doing very well.
Definitely makes his overall stage clearing, I think, a little bit better.
I personally feel like it was made for Japan, if that makes sense.
Just because they don't have the ace?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think having the 4 turns of despair removal and 4 turns of burn just as itself is very strong. Because it's not very often you're getting despaired. Like, even if you get despaired 6 turns, you have 3 turns of reduction from socket, so you have 3 turns. So the 4 turns is enough. You know, it's not very often you're getting despaired for more than 20 turns or whatever.
Unless they're about to drop some whack content on us with like,
bro, you don't know, man. Well, that's the thing though, because now we're at a point where, you know, the World Journey units came out of completely out of left field. No one expected the World Journey units to come out on global, and now we're at a stage where you don't know what they're going to release or in what order. We might not even get Kaido for anniversary now. Like, I mean, it's probably going to be, and it would be very stupid if it wasn't. But it's they've
done crazier things.
Exactly.
Sure.
So
dude, if they don't do Kaido for anniversary, people are gonna fucking skid.
Lose their mind. They're gonna lose their mind. Actually, like, I don't think anyone expected V2 Whitebeard 6+. Like, I had never. No, I was like, that's not gonna be the next legend to get 6+. But it's here and it's good. It's good. It's still a great unit. I don't know, like. And the Skull Island does come out as well. I think it's like 1 gem total for Chopper Man missions, which is just dumb.
Great.
And 15 clears is a blue skull, not a Whitebeard skull, a regular blue skull.
Yeah.
which is dumb. Like, you don't even like. What's the point?
They did that with the Bullet Island, right?
They did. It was a red skull. It was a red skull. It wasn't a bullet skull.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense.
Skull? Oh,
I think we did.
Oh, yikes.
Which is dumb. Which is so stupid. But
better to have them than not have them, though. I suppose.
Yeah, 100%. With stacking, everything's easy now. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
But all right. So, what do you think overall? V2 Whitebeard side grade, or like side grade, evolve another one, or just evolve the one you have?
Evolve your main.
Yep.
Fuck that. It's
not worth it.
Initially, I was leaning towards side grade, but I don't think.
I think like all of his abilities. Yeah, I think the only difference is the 400k. But like, there's not many opportunities where that's going to probably come in more handy. But you never know with people out there building teams and stuff. They could find a way to still swindle it in. All right, le creme de la creme. 5th Annie Global coming soon. Very soon indeed. Probably around like 18th of Feb. We're probably going to start getting some stuff, I would assume. Probably that late kind of Feb style. We're going to get some information things, which is very exciting.
And a live stream.
All right, what do you think? What's going on? What's the live stream going to do? What are they going to say?
I don't know, but I'm excited for it anyway. The live streams are always a bit of fun.
Live streams always cool. Nick, Chris on it. They're doing their thing.
There, the homies.
I'm thinking about streaming.
Restream.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Might as well. I think it'd be interesting. I think, what do we think are the certain things they're going to show? Like, what do you think? Like, what do we think they actually are they going to show? Like Kaido? Do you think they're really? I think
they're going to show Kaido.
I feel like they have to. I feel like they're in a bad. Like, they're still, I reckon, in a really negative situation after Gem Valley. So I think like just saying, all right, here the fuck's Kaido, let's go, and everyone's like, oh shit, like this shit's real.
Do you think they address the glitch on the live stream at all?
I would want them to, but I don't think they will.
I think they're trying to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I think they should. I think from a transparency perspective, it would be definitely something to say like, we apologize for the situation, blah blah blah, and like, you know, we're working hard to make this not happen again. Which is just it's obvious shit to say, but it does mean more because the developer is saying it to the player base, which would, you know, hopefully be more important. But like Dill said, it's very easy for them just to sweep it under the rug and just call it a day, because there's no point in them having to address it ever again. They did release that huge Twitter post, which is like 3 pages long on like everything that's going on. So I think the
notice in the news coup was like 15 pages as well.
Exactly. So I think that in their mind they've said enough, but it's never going to be enough. Kind of, it's still a shit situation that they should address for a final time during like in person as well. But I don't think that doesn't really lie on Nick and Chris's shoulders. It kind of lies on the dev team to step up and say something, you know, rather than Nick and Chris being like, well, we apologize. Like, well, technically we don't know, but you guys probably didn't have anything to do with this situation. So
correct.
Tell you what they need to do. They need to be able to, like, when they do the giveaways, let it be delivered to Australia.
let it be worldwide, man. It's all worldwide.
International. Come on.
It's an international delivery, man. But I think, I still think they're gonna do some shitty ass World Journey unit release. Like they're probably gonna do the me. Oh, you know what? They probably released Mihawk, Boa, and Croc to do giveaways of the Mihawk, Boa, and Croc as well.
For sure.
So that probably
Space Blue Kitty 94, whatever.
I still remembers, man. Why do you remember the name?
Because I was salty, bro. I was
still angry about it.
That's bull. All right, I'm gonna make
buy my own, bro.
Space Blue Kitty 1985 or some shit, man. Time. But so what? I think we're gonna get Kaido. I don't know if we're gonna get. Bro, it'd be kind of a boring ass showcase, dude. They just press play and call it a day, dude. It just plays itself at that point.
Show you how to use Kaido. Just press the auto button and leave it.
Dude, that would be a good joke, though.
It's like when I stream doing what's it called XP runs. I just chuck it on auto and I'm like, I know what I do.
You just chop it up. You chop it up with the chat and you know. But no, that'd be hilarious if they just said, all right, we're gonna show you how to use Kaido. Just like, yep, all right, hit auto and then just keep chatting while they have the game on the side of the screen or whatever.
Hit auto.
With no hands.
That'd be interesting. How many gems? I know that's a greedy thing to ask, but I think it's still it's a thing.
Wait,
gems coming out.
Gems for anniversary.
Yeah, how much do you think they're going to quote unquote give away during this?
3 multis.
3? No, they're not giving 150 gems.
No, 130.
Well, you're wiling.
Or because I can see them doing discounted multis.
What, do you think they're going to do 10, 20, 30 on Annie?
For the first 3, yes.
Oh.
I can see that happening.
What was Kaido's Sugo on JP? That was a 30 base, wasn't it? 30 base start?
I think it was 50.
Fuck.
Never mind.
But this is Annie though.
Yeah.
That Kaido didn't come out during Annie, I don't think, on JP.
I didn't.
So.
It came out in September.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna be dropping 130. That's too many for them. Maybe they might drop 50
and a free multi.
They might do 50 and then a free multi is probably like the extent.
Yeah, like each 50. Part to have a free multi.
Yeah, definitely. Each day, I reckon, should do free multi.
Like, I don't know, man. I think we're expecting too much. Don't get your expectations too high.
Well, they've done that before for something. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
I mean, it was Bullet. Coming up to Bullet every day was a free multi on that Sugo, and then Bullet was free.
Not just that. It was oh fuck. No, I'm blanking, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it happening. Like the 130, no. Maybe 60. They could push 60 or something, but over 100, I think is a zero chance.
The other reason I'm saying that is because I reckon they're going to recognize, like, again, on the whole, how much they've fucked up recently. It's like,
maybe.
If you're like, thank you for sticking with us this year. Here's a little bit of extra gems.
But then again, I think it's just no chance that that's
they're already in sweep under the rug mode, as you said.
What do you mean? Like, not even already. They once that final fix happened where everyone, or not everyone, but like a lot of players got back some stuff. Once that occurred, they didn't.
Yeah, what was up with that?
We didn't talk about that actually.
No, we didn't, because it happened like right after, didn't it?
It happened
after
like
the last episode.
After. Yeah, that's right. On that topic, actually, well, like for example, a good case of it was El Chato. El Chato lost all of his tablets prior to, or like during the glitch, lost everything, and then after the glitch, got a lot of his tablets back, which is a good case of it. Some, like for example, in my case, I got given a random ass free multi. So I got a free Legend Barto, which is like whatever, but it's like free, like, you know, I just had 11 free units. Some people got like,
wait, how'd you get a free multi?
It just I checked my get date and I just had 11 units at the bottom of my box. So they must have given me a multi back.
I had tablets.
I had lobsters.
I lost all my fucking tomes. They didn't give me. I had 3,500 regular tomes chilling before this whole shit. Gone. See you later. Where the fuck they at, boy? Give me back my books, man. Shit. Like, hello. But overall, it was like decent. Like I don't know, because some people got compensated, some people didn't. Some people that didn't need the compensation got it, and then vice versa.
Some people got the legends that they glitched in back.
And yeah, they got like people were saying that I pulled Manshou Shirahoshi with the glitch gems, and then then they gave it back to me after that period, which is very odd, So I don't know. At this point, like the way that they quote unquote decided to do it or decided to push it out really made no sense overall. But
I wish we at least knew what the process or
like it would have been like transparency. That's all it comes down to at the end. 5 years of playing the global side, or in total 6 years of the game, including JP, zero transparency from Bandai, and this is the most transparent they've ever been.
They are getting better.
And like this topic was brought up in my stream, like how they could improve it. Like what people don't see is there is no way like 2 years ago that we'd be getting this sort of like.
No, God no.
Yeah.
If this had happened 2 years ago, they would have removed everything and then called it a day.
Yeah, exactly. And like it is partially thanks to the communal team. Like
everyone's pushing as well. And I think it's also because the whole community, it's very rare the whole One Piece Treasure Cruise community is within the same voice and everyone agrees on the exact same thing. It's very rare. This is one of those situations where everyone did agree on, this is bullshit and we deserve a fair compensation. So I guess that's also kind of what had drove, that kind of thing. But that's a tangent in itself that I don't want to fucking get into. But I think excited for the pre-Annie live stream. They said special guest. We have no idea who it is. Don't ask us. It's not Todd. That's for sure. That's all we know. I'm just gonna put it out there straight away. It's not fucking Todd. He would have told us if it fucking was. But
he's not in Bali.
Yeah, he's actually at the studio right now.
They've got him tied up in the studio.
Actually, you know what, guys? Everyone go to Todd's Twitter and ask him, are you gonna be on the fucking show? Blow up that man's Twitter and ask him if he's gonna be the special guest on the new live stream. But look, it's probably gonna be another dev. I wouldn't mind that. The last dev, the one that they had for like the last one was really cool. They had a lot of insight, and then I'm excited for that too. But I guess the main question is, what are our expectations for Annie? What events? What legends? What kind of Sugos?
2.5 times legend, right?
Yep.
No, like 3 times maybe.
They might go 3. I reckon it'll be a 3 times legend.
3 would be nice.
They should do 3.
Do 3, please do 3.
Just do 7. Fuck it.
It's 5th anniversary, 5 times.
Yeah, 5th Annie, 5 times legend, right?
That's it, baby. That's it. Give me a 1 in every 2 posters.
2 posters.
Wait, give us the 11 red multi again.
Low key though, that shit was dope. That was a great idea as well. And especially because they could do it on an anniversary and it'd be an awesome idea.
I wish I didn't have all the units then because I would have pulled. But watching Cobby do it was kind of like,
bro, it was awesome. I did it. I was
watching a live stream.
Yeah, I did the 5 and the 10, and just even if I didn't get anything new, just seeing 11 red posters was just like, holy fuck, this is sick. Like they have the capability to do these crazy ass Sugos. You can tell, 11 red. Not a single person would have ever fucking expected 11 red posters in a row.
They can't do that often though.
I reckon an Annie is well deserving.
Yeah,
yes, I agree.
I reckon imagine if it was after 10 multis, so after 9 multis, the 10th multi is 11 reds. Perfect. It makes the player at least spend 450 gems, and then the 500 gems they spend ends up being 11 reds, which would be really cool.
I watched somebody do that multi, and one of their 11 red multis, they went all the way to whatever it went up to. One of their 11 red multis, I would have cried. 6 of it was V1 Whitebeard.
Yeah, that's gross.
I would have been so physically upset. There's, I don't know what I would have done.
That shit hurt it. that shit would have hurt. But
what are we expecting realistically? Because
okay, I'm gonna say 2.5 or 3 times. I reckon they're gonna do similar, obviously, probably exact same events as JP had for Kaido.
I can see them doing like reds on so guaranteed red on 2, 3,
5, 7. No, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. They usually do.
Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12.
And then they're gonna go to 20 or some shit. I think Kaido was like 20.
Yeah, so it'll be 10, 12, 16, 18,
20.
20.
And then, those ones obviously being like guaranteed limited legend pool, guaranteed special max, guaranteed this.
There won't be guaranteed Kaido, which is shit.
Yeah.
If you're doing 20 multis, that should be guaranteed Kaido.
But like we've been singing that for years, and they're never going to do it. I know that's
also true.
So like, there's no point at this point to keep saying that.
I would like to see like limited rare recruits included.
That would be exciting in the Sugo Fest if they had like a variety of limited rare recruits.
Well, that's what I said to Cobb and Todd. Like, what they should have done is they should have brought out the World Journey units with the
Sugo Fest. Yeah, 100%. But I think it might have been a lot of content at the same time, if that kind of makes sense. And then those 16 single posters could have potentially just been Kaidos.
Yeah, Kaidos.
So it kind of takes away from people.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Didn't you pull Kaido from a ticket?
Oh, yeah, I got him off TM.
See how fuck that is?
Dude, your tickets have been fucked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see how fuck that is? Bro, I think Knight's best video, what was it? Don't pull for putting half the 3 helmets or shit.
Yeah.
Man pulled Robin Nami, which is in itself, which is fucked. But like, imagine, Bandai giving you 16 free tickets and you just pull Kaido and his bat from the tickets. They'd be like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, hey, man, that's bullshit, bro. Give him back. I reckon they give out like 50 gems total. How many gems did fucking JP? I saw JP was loaded during that event.
Oh, gem sale event. We need a gem sale event.
They'll do easy sales, 100%.
Yeah, but no, I mean I don't mean like a stupid limit break one. I mean you buy the 85 pack and you get like 110 or something. You know what I mean?
They should do that. It'd be very ignorant.
The gem sales have been getting better, but they're still not on par with other games.
It never will be. It never will be as well. This game doesn't make enough money for them to make sales. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Especially
not enough money.
Here in Australia, where the money doesn't matter.
Okay.
Our currency is crazy bad.
We are literally paying double that everyone else is paying.
Exactly.
Which is fucked. But I think this is going to probably hand out maybe like 50 gems total. So at least one multi worth of gems overall in the event. Plus, I think there's like an event website and it kind of went crazy. There was like a lot of shit that went on. So I think there's a lot of free stuff going to be handed out. A lot of tickets, a lot of this, a lot of that. So
which is always good. Maybe a lottery event as well.
Potentially as well. But I think overall it's going to be a very exciting event. So keep up with it and stay tuned for it because, Annie's always crazy. Whether or not you're pulling is, honestly, for me, I'm not pulling because I'm more enticed by a Sober Mask and Zoro Luffy as well as like putting in Robin Nami a crazy, like, strong in comparison. Kaido is broken as fuck. Like, he is free to play. Like, as in you are free to not play. That's for sure. But, like, Kaido's crazy. But for me, like, it's probably a skip. But if you have gems or you're buying gems or you want to pull, this is it. Like, this Sugo will go ham. It's going to have a crazy high legend rate. I reckon the Sugo is going to be very strong. I reckon boosted legends will be all the new stuff as well. And also, hey, we might be getting a Kuzan V3, Aokiji V3, Korean Aokiji will probably be guaranteed on the 9th multi on part 1. So make sure you pull for that because, with 6+ Lucy, Kuzan is fucking very strong alongside that. So if you're wanting that, I mean, he's not overall, I wouldn't be dropping a lot of multis on him. He's not like, he's not like a meta breaker, but he's very powerful. But me personally, I'm not pulling. I'm just going to collect them free gemmies, call it a day, and we're going to pull Zoro Luffy. With this Hawkins ship, they're game changing, 100%. Where are you guys? Cobb, deal? How much?
It depends how baited I get. I probably won't pull.
I'm looking at doing 3 to 6. Just also, again, depends on my financial situation at the time and
parts. What's boosted? What's this and that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've only missed at at that time, I'll only be missing, if I've predicted correctly, I'm only going to be missing Stampede Luffy and Kaido. And any new legend they might drop there.
And potentially another one. A 5th annual legend. Probably
Yeah.
Kuzan. I would say Kuzan, but
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, like, I've been theory crafting a lot, especially with the V2 6+ Whitebeard. I swear, man, they could drop a Blackbeard or a 6+ Blackbeard right now because it would make so much sense.
Overdue.
Like, it would make so much. But then again, I think I got like turned around because Limit Break Plus Blackbeard hasn't come out yet, so it'd be very weird to give him a 6+ before his Limit Break Plus. So
I thought they did.
no, like not on global.
it just
obviously.
Okay, so
Because I thought, like, I mean, like, hey, we could get turned around and they could give us a new V2 Blackbeard for Annie. You never know. You know, this Aokiji might only be released when we do the World Clash Akainu, or Kizuna Clash Akainu as well. So you never know. But I reckon the best way to entice people to do a minimum of 9 multis is chuck a pretty decent legend on the 9th multi. That's global.
They've done it before.
They have, and they probably will do it again because that V2 Whitebeard, like, that Sugo sucked. The big mum Brook is too shit ass led. No one would have pulled that shit.
I pulled 6 Brook that Sugo first.
Bro, that Sugo was doo doo, and then they said here's a shiny new Whitebeard. Everyone was like, okay.
And I pulled for him, and I don't even like him that much. Like,
yeah, he was. The thing is, like, he was better than the fucking Banner Legends. When you really break it down, he's better than Big Mum. He's way better than Brook.
He's got better longevity.
For sure. All right, JP going ham. JP releasing some fucking crazy amounts of content. So Kolo Sanji and Raid Bonnie. They came out. We have the units are pretty decent. Like, they're okay for free-to-play units, more specifically. But what I think is very exciting, that I think is a lot more important, is the Raid Bonnie has released a new debuff, which is the Sailor Despair, or Crew Despair, or however you people want to call it. I think they're calling it a D-sub on Reddit, which I fucking... Sorry, Chato, that's a shit name.
It is a shit
I'm not calling it D-sub. I'm just going to call it Crew Despair or Sailor Despair. Just don't be a...
Wait, what's this? I'm clearly out of the loop.
But
here we go.
Oh, this guy's a dummy. Yeah, this man doesn't read the episode plan. Stupid.
Dude, I give it a glance and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Cool.
This man says fuck puppy again. Shut up.
All you have this is Crew Despair. Cool. What the fuck does that mean?
Hey, that's up to you to research, bro. You're part of the team. But
bro, I'm also working like 6 days a fucking week.
Oh shit! Japan has dropped a bunch of news just then, bro. Fuck.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live, boys. But that's good though, because we're doing
it live.
That is something that we're going to talk about anyway. So, but the Crew Despair is essentially, it despairs their sailor ability. That's it.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like crazy debuff, but there are some things that would hurt you. Like, for example, probably like a lot of the judge teams with all the Germa 66 kids. Like, you know, you're not gonna be able to get full boards of orbs all the time or that kind of stuff. So it is annoying, but alongside that, we get 2 new tablets, which is a Crew Despair tablet that probably works the same as slot bind or anything of the sort, and a ship bind.
Ship bind, that's really
which is very interesting. And I think that those two are going to come very much in handy with the new game mode, which we haven't heard anything about yet, which I'm still very shocked, but it will come. And we're all very excited for that. A new game mode is always going to be fun. I'm still hoping it's a PvP mode somehow, because that'd just be so fucking cool if it was. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
How would you work PvP for...
I don't know, man. It would have to be some sort of like clearing it faster maybe, or like some sort of like you build a dungeon, someone plays against it, or like team versus team or something like that.
Actually,
but
low-key,
Super Mario Maker?
that would be very cool.
Imagine like you build a 5-stage dungeon and you have like a cost limit. So you have like let's say 1,000 points to use, and then like you can spec the boss to have like 25 million HP, but that uses like the majority of your points in that dungeon building thing. You know, so you could like do kind of stuff like that. And if people clear it, they get gems or they get rewards based upon it or whatever. But if people like can't clear it, then maybe you get rewards or you get rewarded based upon like the difficulty of it or that kind of stuff. But it'd be really interesting if they could do something like that. But these new tablets are very much interesting and will be very exciting to start seeing what use they're going to have. But on that note as well, the new limit break, a bunch of new limit break pluses have come out. So we have the legends of, where are they?
Shanks V2, Jinbei V2, Brook, and I think it was someone else. No, that might have been it.
I can't even find it. Here it is. Got it. Yeah, Shanks V2, Jinbei V2, and Brook, 3 new legends. Shanks captain, it gets a captain upgrade. He gets -2 cooldown, which is actually like fucking crazy, which is just like very strong for him. And now it's boost attack of all. If you have 4 more of the same type, boost all characters by 3.75 by 3 times otherwise. So it's a small bump, which is very strong for Shanks regardless. You won't be using him that much as a captain, even though he still is very strong. But his special is still broken, and now that being on a small cooldown is just helpful in itself. Jinbei got a small upgrade too. If they have it boosts attack of side strength, dex, and side by 4 times. If they're matching all, 3.5 otherwise, which is strong. Dex, recovery, tandem, all beneficial. And Brook got a small boost as well. 3.25 HP is full, 2.5 times otherwise. And he got a cooldown. Jinbei got a 2-turn cooldown as well. But I think what is more interesting to talk about is a bunch of rare recruits got a 3rd potential ability. So now they're on par with legends. So they have 3 potential abilities rather than generally rare recruits having 2, legends having 3. Units like Quick Jabra, Side Times Hit Frankie, Vanderdecken, Strength Wadat. So those 3 first units, Jabra, Frankie, and Decken, all got Sailor Despair or Sailor Despair resistance for their 3rd potential ability. And then Wadatsume, Galette, and Hyozo, Dex Hyozo, all got Sailor Despair. Wadatsume got Ship Despair resistance, and then Galette and Hyozo got Sailor Despair resistance as a 3rd potential ability. So, what do you guys think? Do you think like this is good move having units now having 3rd potential? I think it's annoying. I think it's kind of frustrating in my opinion because now like your previously rainbowed rare recruits are now fucked off.
Yeah, I agree.
Now they have a 3rd potential ability.
That's just more dupes you have to pull or more tablets you have to spend.
Yeah. Especially with these being new tablets, we don't know how they're going to be integrated. It's going to be very difficult for them to start pushing them in, but it's just more effort. It's just more, but it's cool. Like I like the fact that this limit break stuff is happening, but I've now looking at a bunch of limit break pluses. It's a lot of fucking materials. Like Knight was right. It actually is a fuck ton of.
No, it's way too many.
Like I was watching Coruscant. He was limit break plusing something, and he ran out of fucking materials. And that man. It should never run. I mean, to be fair, he has like 300,000 mails of just limit break materials sitting there for him. But still, though, like it is very expensive to limit break plus. So having these limit break pluses be very, very good is a necessity. And I think adding these extra potential abilities is interesting. But I mean, treasure map units. Ink Croc got a 2-turn cooldown plus some attack and HP, and then Psy Weevil got a 2-turn cooldown as well. So now 12 turns, which is quite strong.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah.
It seems like they're pretty standard attack, HP, and recovery increases. It seems like majority of the time it's 200 attack, 350 HP, 75 recovery. Sometimes it's changed around, but the majority of the time that's safe to say. I mean, 200 attack is actually a big boost for a lot of units. You know, especially things like Psy Weevil with the 200 attack boost is a lot more damage output from his special, which makes him do a lot better. Plus that cooldown too, a lot faster to get up, and I think it's very good.
He's a good unit
for sure. But where are we at now? So we got that kind of stuff. What the fuck is JP doing, man?
JP don't stop, dude.
Legend Sugar. Come on, cuz. You had some fantastic choice there. JP said no. We're going with Sugar.
No, we call him bullshit.
I'm calling some manipulation on that, Chief,
Yeah,
because that makes I think someone posted a screenshot of like the votes 24 hours before, and it was like 80% like rage or some shit.
Yeah.
And then the votes after, Sugar won by like 1%, like 35 to 34. And I was like, what the? You can't do that.
Even 5 hours before.
That
Sugar
might
was
be the
third.
screenshot. Yeah, Sugar was third and she won. Which
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. I would never pull for Legend Sugar. Unless, I mean, to be fair, I did say that about Nabi, Robin, and Pudding. I never thought I would get baited by waifus, and then they came out and they're fucking, they're different, bro. Pudding, different animal. That's such a, like, seeing the shit you can do. Holy shit, Pudding is the best sailor in the game, hands down. That special is so busted.
See, I've done zero research. This is all news to me too, so this is really fucking.
That Pudding. So you know how Sober Mask can give you a 2.5 times attack boost on the second turn?
Yeah.
If you use Pudding, if you use him, and then use Pudding to take his attack, and then use Pudding, you get 2.5 times that turn.
she's really good.
She is so broken.
She's so
you can do. I think what was it? I think TSF again was clearing forest. He got 6 mil Kata boost. Used it for a stage. Copied it. Next stage, another attack boost. Use it again. Kill the boss. Done. Like, she is beyond broken. That's special. And what is it? 7-turn cooldown? Hello? Calm down.
7 turns.
Plus, like, it doesn't matter. You use the special's back up. Like, it's so busted. But this Legend Sugar has to do something crazy or else it's a fucking waste. What do you guys think, though?
It's already a fucking waste. There's a lot of people on Twitter who are looking at a jail sentence right about now.
Bro, I'll call the feds. Bandai fuck with 12. I'm being 100, bro. Bandai definitely fuck with 12, bro. Bandai definitely do. But I think for Legend Sugar to be something crazy, they have to play into her Devil Fruit ability. Very, very much so. Just
like insta wipe.
Yeah, they really have to, because it would make no sense for them to, like, what the fuck else are you gonna be like a 3.75 times attack boost with like matching all 4.5? Like, we've been there, done that. No one wants that shit anymore, man. She's gonna have to do some like crazy, like unique ability for her to be even viable enough to pull for, I believe.
That'd be cool. I'm just thinking now, like in the captain ability, like any enemies under 20% HP at the end of the turn just get fucking wiped.
At the end of the turn, that'd be cool. That'd be actually fucking sick.
Stupid.
That'd be stupid broken.
That'd be hella broken.
Bro, imagine putting her with double Kaido.
Yeah, exactly.
He hits the boss for like 80% deuces, bro. You can insta win. But like, I think like they would. But see, the thing is, I feel like they'd have to do something like that. Even if her special was like for 3 turns, it's like an area of effect, like buff, where like for 3 turns or whatever it does that or some shit. She'd have to be very unique, I feel, for people to be pulling for her. She's not gonna sell well. Hey, you never fucking know. JP might be on some crazy shit. People might be waiting for Sugar to be coming out. But I don't know, man. It's
oh god,
it's sketchy, bro. it's so sketchy. I don't feel good, bro. JP, I can't wait for them to release it on Global. What the fuck is going on, bro? Who the fuck it is? But hey, man, she could be good. Who knows? She might be like a great support. She might be a great sailor. But we'll see what happens with that.
In any case, and maybe this is an example of why the people should be allowed to choose. But I do like that they were like, "Hey, you guys can pick the legends." I think that's a great idea.
And then they also did let us pick the special animation, which is, you know, so I think it's the one where Usopp eats like the hot chili or something, whatever, like the hot thing.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
hot
like,
sauce, yeah.
Yeah, and then she gets hella scared, which I think is really cool. But that it's weird because when you think about that kind of like special animation on top of like what a special could do, I don't know, makes no sense to me, that's for sure. And then on that, there have been some new World Journey figurines that are leaked out, I guess, or are going to be released. We have an Ace and a Marco, and they're kind of suited up, kind of look like, I don't know, kind of look kind of fresh. And then also we have a Vivi and a Rebecca. So potential new World Journey units, always cool, always gonna be welcome.
They're like some samurais. No one or like.
I know it kind of looks like some like correct me if like it's gonna sound very racist if I'm wrong, but it kind of seems like a Chinese get up to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Very similar kind of style. I love the mark and the ace and the suits look fucking.
Oh, dude,
fresh.
they looking clean.
They looking
Some
fire. Hey, make them
mafia-looking boys.
honestly just make them dual units. Like you know, it'd be kind of
Hey,
it could be kind of
never
sick
know.
if they did that shit. But hey, like you know, more the better. It's new stuff, cool ass units. They'll probably be very good as well because a lot of the World Junior Journey units generally are. So it will be interesting to see. And then on that, another legend vote, which again, like fantastic. And finally, 4 units that all fucking deserve legends. I feel like Kuma, Smoker, Caesar, Moria. Who are you guys voting for? One word.
Kuma.
I think not even. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Smoke Legend be fucking dope, but Kuma deserves one more than anything. I feel like.
Yeah, Kuma's a bit overdue.
Kuma should have had one at Sao Baudi.
But I will say this: Smoker is also overdue.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Caesar and Moria are like, like I could see it happening, but I don't think like it's needed. But Smoker, Kuma, definitely two characters that need legends. And I do enjoy the fact that we're kind of like, even with like Kuromasaki kind of release that was like out of left field, it's not a character people really expected to be a legend. I mean, like probably did, but like maybe not as soon or whatever.
I was probably the only one.
But like, I feel like I like the fact that they're giving us, I guess, okay, Sugar's weird, but like still though, characters that are necessarily out of left field or like aren't like main story characters getting legends are like, I reckon it's necessary for the game to continue to grow and, you know, connect to a larger portion of the One Piece general fan base to have more people's favorite characters as good units as well.
I don't know, man. I'm really keen for another Luffy legend. How about you?
Fuck, shut up.
No, they need to keep mixing it up.
Samurai Luffy, bro.
Let's go.
I can't wait to get Zoro Luffy 6+, dude. Yeah. But I think, what do you think? I think Kuma would be a shooter legend. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Shooter, Free
Actually,
Spirit, or Shooter Powerhouse.
A shooter Free Spirit would be fucking dope.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Actually,
That'd be very powerful. I reckon some sort of Orb Manip, some sort of probably like an Orb Manip, Orb Boost, big Orb Boost as well.
I reckon it'll be similar to Nami Robin in the fact that he boosts not block orbs, empty orbs.
Yeah, I could see that happening too. I reckon it'd be really dope.
I love that empty orb mechanic. It's really cool.
It was really dope.
And the
also on that as well. I don't know if Dill had been keeping up either, but they're also fucking broken with Shanks Beckman. We didn't mention this.
Yep.
Yes,
we might have.
Yes,
we might have.
We mentioned it a little bit.
But they are so but like they're orb storing Dill. The fact that they can store a full board of orbs.
Yes, I am fully aware. I am fully aware.
Bro,
I am fully aware.
So broken. They're so broken.
That's why I was trying to say, fuck Pudding. They are better. Nami Robin are better than Pudding.
Bro, all these characters are way too busted. If Sugar and potentially Kuma get released and they're not as strong, it's gonna be such a shit move for Bandai. Because you can't be releasing legends now in the climate where they're not as good. You know what I mean? Like, it makes zero sense if that's going to be the case. You just can't, man. They're so busted. They're so fucking broken. It's ridiculous. But I think the big part coming out of JP is the new information regarding the 50 mil download in terms of the new TM and new Kizna. So we just recently got the news just then. So like we said, we are doing it live. But prior to that, we did get a notice that was saying that a higher difficulty will be available for TM. So you can play this high difficulty. Bosses have high HP, higher attack, same as invasions, obviously.
So is it like so we have New World? Is it like a difficulty above that?
So if you look, go to JP. It's only New World, I believe. But if you go to the any like JP OPTC news, whether on Reddit or on Dynasty or whatever, you'll see like screenshots of it, and it looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, there's a so what's that? The hardware and
so that's all. It says regular, and then it has hardware, which is a boost essentially. So it means bosses are going to have more HP and more attack, but you get more points for clearing it. So again, no fucking excuses to get at least 1 mil, if not 7 mil, with your teams already going to be doing enough damage to kill these bosses early on. So again, no excuses whatsoever. But what is really cool is they also mentioned that if you play treasure map every day, you get 2 rainbow gems for a total of 10, which means
it should literally just be because that's for the whole day, for the whole time it's out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I reckon they should add like potential to do more. So for example, say it's like, okay, you've been farming, so you get an extra gem if you reach
X points or X time, X clears.
X points before the next day cycle, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Some sort of dynamic rewards or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, earn 15 million points within X amount of time, and then you get a reward for clearing it or whatever it is. That'd be pretty interesting too. But also, there's also a really interesting thing. I don't know if the translation's kind of messed up or how it's going to necessarily work, but it does. I'm reading this verbatim from Reddit. It says top ranking players will receive a new units coming at the end of February.
I think that'd be similar to like the Sanji that we got from the last treasure map.
And no, but it's a ticket.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna
yeah. At least that's what I think it is. I might be like way wrong, but I'm like 90% sure that it is just straight up a ticket that people will be getting.
That's what they say.
So, like, does that mean potential new legend end of February for JP? Maybe, I don't know. Like, maybe a new rare recruit, maybe a new limited rare recruit, maybe, like you said, a Sanji, like a similar like TM style character that you get from playing.
Sugar.
Also, shut up! It better not be fucking, bro. Everyone gets sugar for free. That'd be some doo doo. You know that you're gonna be absolutely fucking trash if everyone can get sugar at the end of it. But top ranking probably means what? Top 100, top 500, probably top 100 or top 200 for JP.
3K or 5K.
Bro, they're gonna hand out 500 sugars, bro. No, they can't be doing that, Chief. That ain't it, bro. That ain't it.
That's a good idea. Run it.
What do you mean? It is here. That's what I was saying. We're doing it live, bro. Also,
new world. 3K gets 1 ticket. Top 500 gets 2 tickets.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
That is fucked.
What else were we gonna say about this? That I was gonna say. Also, the new limit break set of every color in TM shop for 1,000 tickets. You get 30 fragments, 10 crystals, 1 orb. That's a pretty good deal. I don't know the maths behind it if it's actually worth it, but you know, for a pack of like a bunch of stuff for 1,000 tickets seems more or less worthwhile. So go
That's
for it if you need it.
Is that the correct way of describing it? For a pack a bunch of stuff?
Yep, yes, sir. Seems like it.
It's like our Orbeez chunks and shards.
Our Orbeez, mate.
I forgot about that.
Yikes.
Also, with Kizuna, Chopman missions, which is gems and support medals, which is good, and also free Kizuna potion and 5 whole tickets every day you play. Wowzers! 5 whole tickets, goddamn, that's a lot of tickets, dude. But yeah, like Knight was saying, that new news that came out. So for example, if you're on level 30 for TM, let's say normal mode gives you 7,480 points. Hard mode will give you 14,700 points. So more or less just double. Like just a little under double the amount of points you're earning. It also mentions status and debuffs are the same in each difficulty. Okay. The only thing that will change is HP of bosses and attack bosses. So essentially, like, you're chilling. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't play the harder mode. Especially because the total stam per roll is the exact same as regular. So there really isn't there's no need to play the regular mode anymore.
Yeah, and if you're failing in the hard mode, there's a very simple solution. Get good.
Just bitch, do more pulls, you dummies. But like Knight was saying, there'll be a special ticket that guarantees a character that will appear at the end of February. He said East Blue top 100 get 1 ticket. First place gets 2 tickets. Grand Line and New World top 3K get 1 ticket. Top 500 get 2 tickets. Hard mode is a 1.5 times multiplier with each stage it increases. Okay, that's fine. The ticket will guarantee 1 new unit in an unreleased February Studio Fest. Yet, however, this can be both a standard rare recruit or legend. Only final boss stages Only the final boss stages of Viola, Rebecca, and Carrot will be buffed on hard mode. Everything else remains the same, including mini boss. So again,
Wait. Oh,
yeah,
you're killing it.
it's
dumb.
even easy. So it's even easier than what had been previously proposed. Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck is happening?
Great.
There is no excuse to not do the hard mode, unless I'm talking out of my ass. But there really isn't an excuse to not do the hard mode. Sorry, it really just the points.
Yeah,
it's
free
free
points.
It's free
Anyway,
points.
Yeah, exactly.
It's legit, just straight up free points. Which
I'm not.
Hey.
I'm not.
So
complaining.
in conclusion, it's 3 points.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's it. Free
I don't
points.
know what else to say. Like that's
Free
dumb.
points, bro. Let's see. The thing is, like, I would assume that like the rankings are going to be equivalent, whether you're playing regular or hard mode. You're still ranking in the same ladder.
Yeah.
People in hard mode are going to be earning double the points that you're going to be earning. So why the fuck would you not do the hard mode? I guess for some people that don't necessarily like have a lot of like units to verse the final boss with, that like actually do a lot of damage, I guess, like because they're only boosting the final boss and the invasion, it could be challenging. But on the contrary, it doesn't fucking matter. You can't like there are plenty of free-to-play teams that last you like 60, 70, 100 nav levels that you can just purely run off that. So with JP's availability, I mean, this list for JP is very barren as well. There's not a lot of the boosted list isn't like that many units. There's a lot of collar units, a lot of raids, so like you can build teams and stuff. There's a lot of stuff available. Plus,
no
so why
excuses
not?
not to have them.
It is true though. There really is no excuses not to have any of that stuff, and you can build teams to do that kind of stuff as well. But I think one last thing on JP, the new Viola and Rebecca TM unit. So they're double captain ability, Dex and Int characters by 3.75, and then they'll treat Dex and Int orbs as matching. And then also the special, depending on the number of enemies on the field, when the special is triggered for one turn, lock chain as follow. So if it's 1 to 2 enemies, is 3 times, 3 to 5 enemies, 3.25, 6 enemies, 3.5, and then reduces 5 turns of burn and special seal for 2 turns become Rebecca and Viola. Decent special, kind of strong. It's gonna be annoying. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a 3 times chain lock, and then with burn and special seal reduction, which is like 5 turns of that as well, which is really good. They only get 3 turns of special seal on it, like reduced 3 turns special seal, which is annoying. I still don't understand why people just don't have completely like negate or completely like avoid special seal, but that's fine. They're a decent unit. Again, farm them. There's no excuse not to be farming these kinds of units. Especially because like the quality of free to play units these days are very
And that list is really
very
nice,
strong.
actually. I just double checked it.
It is quite good. There's a lot of availability there. For show. All right, anything else you guys want to talk about? Global JP? Anything else
Japan
going
need
on?
to slow down. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro,
Like last episode, we were like, "Oh, there's a lot of news to get through. We'll get there eventually." And then today, they just dropped a whole bunch on us.
so like the new like TM like point system is very interesting when you think about it. The whole idea of having a hard mode is actually something that players probably did want, but didn't actually know to ask for.
I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a good idea on paper, but it just
I
seems
feel
like it's 3 points for anyone who just wants to do it.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially because like it's the same stamina for every role.
Man, if the maps were better, that'd be really nice.
Bro, that's asking too much, man. Ben, I can only do one good thing a year, man.
Like I'd do a hard mode TM if the maps were like, here's
But
more rainbow
you know
chests.
what they're gonna do? They're gonna have the hard mode TM for the 50 mil download event, and we're not gonna see it for another 9 months. Because that's what
I don't know. They might fast track it onto us.
I don't know, but not even for global. I mean, just in general for JP. Because like sometimes they do some cool stuff, and then they just say deuces, and then they don't redo it for a while. But it would be really cool if from now on every TM on JP was like this. Because then
That'd be awesome.
it'd be very easy to grind, bro. Basically, double points, you get 1 mil in half the runs. You need to do on average, what is it? Usually 20 nav levels for like 7 mil or something like that. Or I don't know, man. Yeah, I think it's about 20 runs or so. You would do 10 nav levels, get 7 mil. Bruh, why would you not? As even faster, even if the HP scale, I guarantee you the HP scaling, if it's 1.5 times, means The HP scaling at nav level 20 on regular mode is probably equivalent to the HP scaling. The HP at nav level 20 on regular is equal to the nav level 10 on hard mode. So it doesn't matter. You're still prepping for the exact same if you're going for 7 mil. So again, there's zero excuse not to play it like that. That comes from us tattered old shithouse veterans.
Wily old veterans.
Telling them kids to stop being lazy and start farming.
Back in my day.
I had to grind. There was no auto button. There was no Kaido. I had to use fucking Legend V1 Whitebeard. What a time to be alive.
Hey, don't be disrespectful.
That's the GOAT, bro.
Can't now.
The only legend that matters is Log Luffy. Anyway, let's get into some questions. We have 3 juicy questions selected out. We'll go with the first one. These are all from Twitter, I believe. So, we'll go with Alex Martinez has asked, do any of you plan on hopping on the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross once the game finally launches? And will there be 7 DS related content coming from you guys? I think I will give it a shot because I've heard a lot of good things about it, especially from JP. I've heard it starts slow, but it's very free to play friendly. I haven't watched the anime. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't intend to watch it either. But I do like playing gacha games, and if it's a good one that has a lot of good content and draws players in, and it is free to play friendly specifically, like gives out a lot of stuff. Things like Dragalia recently have just been insane. They just hand out free gems just for the sake of it. So if it is kind of like that, I would definitely be playing the game and giving it a shot. But I don't know to what extent per se that I will continue playing it. How about you guys? What do you think? Yes, no?
I'll probably give it a crack. I know Todd's really, really excited about it, so it'll definitely be worth checking out.
I'm not going to play it. That's not for me.
I won't play it.
Have you not seen what everyone's saying about it? Everyone's saying it's the greatest game ever.
That's the thing that confuses the shit out of me, because when it came out on JP, everyone's like, "This is the best gacha game ever released," and then no one talked about it for 6 months. And then now it's coming out on Global. Everyone's like, "This is the best gacha game ever released." What happened for the last 9 months,
Did you guys
bro? Know? In my ear, I'm like, yes, I'm well aware of what's happening, bro. But we're all hopping on One Piece Bonbon journey. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna grind that. I'm going whale season. 100k cheap gems on One Piece Bonbon journey, bro.
What is that?
It's like Candy Crush, but One Piece.
It's like Candy Crush.
And then they, instead of writing Zoro, they wrote Zolo. So I have to play it.
Zolo's the dub from the shit fucking forking stuff.
That's exactly. They wrote Zolo instead of Zoro. So you have to play it, bro. Man. This game got meme potential. So we're gonna hop on that. You'll be hearing up from my updates to the next episode when I'm on level like 400.
Highest Bonbon player.
I'm in rank 1 Bonbon player of all time, bro. I'm investing in my town. I'm gonna upgrade Zolo's house.
Enough of that.
Damn.
Please.
Derry Jackson has asked, would you like to see a ship specifically for TM? I reckon yes. I reckon that'd be very
No, because they'd make you fucking pull for it.
Why would you? That's fucked, bro.
Could you imagine?
imagine doing a multi and a red poster appears, but instead of a big legend Kaido, it's a ship.
I can see him doing it. No, but like it'd be something you'd like. Oh yeah, spend 20 gems and get this ship that only works in treasure map. It's like,
yeah, look,
it'd have to be good. It'd have to be like point boosting ship,
reduces cooldown,
1.5 times attack, 1.5 times HP, or some ridiculous like kind of combination of that. It would have to be crazy for people to be spending 30 gems or 20 gems or however much on it. If it was just a regular ship that had no point boost, there's 0 point in grabbing it.
My problem off rip is that I already have an issue with TM units only being usable in TM.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's sort of the same thing. Like, I don't know. It might be interesting. Maybe
if it was one of those things where it was like single unlock, you paid 30 gems once, and it gave you like a 1.5 times point boost, attack boost, HP boost, and cooldown reduction, and you could reuse it every TM. You didn't have to pay 30 gems to use it again. Then I would 100%. You would go for it because it's a point boost for your TM team. So why the hell would you not go for it? But on the contrary, knowing Bandai, then make you spend 30 gems every TM to use the ship.
See, I think that's even more pay to win than the units.
Yeah, but you know that if they were to make you spend 30 gems per per TM, it would be like a 2 times point boost, which would make some teams fucked because our highest point boost team is like 40, 42 times. You'd be sitting on an 84 times team, just rolling deep. You'd have your first run would be like 400k points, 500k points, some shit. So like, you know, like if they were to do it, I would love for it to be a one time. You pay 30 gems, you get a great ship that is fantastic for TM, gives you a point boost, cooldown reduction, all that. But knowing Bandai, it would just be a ship that you'd have to repurchase every time you did TM.
I don't know. It could be an idea.
I mean, like, I don't see why not. I mean, like, but again, it just does play into that hand of like, yeah, okay, if you're spending money on the game, you might as well just fucking this ship too. Like, it. I can't wait.
That's how they get you, isn't it? Oh, you're already
in for a penny and for a pound.
Exactly.
I can't wait for the day there's a Sugo Fest and the news is just like ships. You can pull for fucking ships.
Pull for the boats, dude.
Oh, but speaking on that question as well, though, we have one from Pascal who asked, should Cola be reworked? Maybe something like powerful ship actions that cost Cola or something like that?
I thought we touched on this already.
We did touch on it already, but what I had just thought of, what if you use Cola to pull the ships and not gems?
Ooh.
See, that's... Yeah, but then you're going to think, well, then, great, now I'm going to get more Cola to upgrade the ship.
Fuck, it's not like I have 999.
Yeah, it's not like I stay at 999.
I'm sorry, I was at 999 as well, and I upgraded 3 ships, and it took me down to 100.
Yeah, just play some Kisner, you get like all that back within like 2 days.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You know what I mean? Like the thing is, like, the availability of Cola, for some reason, Bandai still thinks that it's so. And I mean, again, grizzled old veterans of the game, so like it's available, but like the fact that we still get like the Frankie ship island, and they're like, bro, farm it, man. You get 5 Cola. It's like, give me like
Cola
50.
cabbage back, boys.
Just give me
Cola
50
cabbage.
Cola. Don't give me 5. Give me like a good amount, bro. Fuck.
They need they on stuff that's fucking useless. They need to make. They need to. You're right.
I know why that got me. On stuff that's fucking useless.
The fucking pig keys, they should be in the rewards for
They should just
Kizuna.
be the rewards, man. They should have just been rewards, bro.
No, they should just be in there just so you like, because my pig island is sitting there
With
with
a
a fucking
gem on
gem,
it.
and it's doing
Yeah.
my
But-
it's doing my head.
Thing on that though, when did Bandai remove the key thing on JP?
They just removed it now.
But like when though? It was ages ago, wasn't it?
They
So
removed it with the new treasure map. Oh, like the new keys, like to get them. Oh, that was a long ass time ago.
No, but like remember like how? Because I remember they've removed the whole key thing, and then they removed the island, and anyone who had not had the island cleared got a gem.
Oh yeah, that was like
That was
2 updates ago or something like that.
that was so long ago. I feel like Global is at that point where
Oh, we're so close.
we should have had it.
Well,
by now.
I'd be happy if they just made it like an island that costs stamina, because
there you go. Any live stream event, we're gonna get the announcement of Pig Island removed. Everyone gets a free gem.
they should just make it like a 5 to 10 stamina island, because I'd like to
make it
farm
a
it so I can feed
Stack
them my
candy.
fucking cotton candy.
Also, on that shit as well, right? Now we're just tangenting from the fucking question. This is the best part. That whole power up screen is fucking bullshit. Like you click on the candy thing, even when you max out a unit's candy, it doesn't say max on it. You know how like it was meant to say when you max something out, it says max, so you know you finished that part on the character. It doesn't fucking say that. The candy thing shit is broken because Bandai doesn't know how to fucking track candy in their own game. It's bullshit. It's so bullshit.
Bandai don't even know how to install sliders correctly. It's like, oh yeah, you can use this slider to buy more than one item from the Rayleigh shop, but if you try and buy the chest sets, you have to buy it one at a time still.
Hey, though, but JP had the best update, man. That slider to sell stack items.
That's coming
in the live
That's
stream.
anniversary. That's anniversary.
Bro, even if they don't fucking release Kaido, but release that shit, I'm satisfied.
Same.
Fuck Kaido, bro. Give me slider selling, dude. It's time.
Fast track that update now.
Bro, I'm gonna start selling like 9999 of everything, bro, just for fun. That should be fucking crazy, bro. Fuck, man. But a color rework is 110,000% in requirement, without a fucking doubt, because
really overdue.
Because I mean, even like I think that's a pretty cool idea. You know, using Cola to do like ship actions would actually be interesting. Plus, that does make sense with the whole new ship bind thing. You never know. Maybe in the new game mode, ship bind is a pretty prevalent thing or something like that, and you need your ship needs very important or something. So you never know. But I feel like Cola rework, whether that be like
spending Cola to get your ship unbinded.
Fuck, man. At that point, let me just gem revive. Fuck, bro. What's more valuable, your gems, your cola, bro? Fuck, man. I love my cola is hard to get now, bro. I got gems for days. Like, shit, man. But no, I think a rework, even if it was like, I guess a quote unquote limit break plus. I know didn't Cobb just send you the meme? Did he?
No.
Oh, fuck, man. Dill's losing his fucking mind.
He's losing it.
But I think even like a limit break plus for ships would even just be like just an upgrade. Like even if it was like, I mean, like now we've seen the 1.6 times attack for the Hawkins ship, which is crazy in itself. I think like other ships now have to follow suit because a lot of the ships actually do a lot of unique stuff. A lot of them like have a lot of unique capabilities and things, but just aren't up to scratch. Like, you know, the host ship is just incredible and will never be replaced by like anything. So I think a rework in the coal system is necessary.
Even like maybe like ship, I don't know, ship evolutions or something. That'd be cool.
Something
maybe.
weird, some crazy
I don't
shit
know,
like that.
but yeah,
Cola needs a use.
So
That's
neglected.
about it. I mean, a lot of features in the game are fucking neglected. The game is neglected. Like, hello,
Bring back friend game,
bro. I want to be tapping that barrel, man. I want to match up.
You guys want to meet at the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, you want to link? Hey, you want to link up real quick? Let me tap this barrel. Hold on, like, fuck, man.
Oh man.
I think more friend interaction in the game would be a huge positive too.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe the new mode is like 2P, like you know, you clear thing with
you
a
cut
friend.
out like halfway through that sentence.
All right, I'm dying, but maybe the new game mode is like a tandem thing. That'd be really cool if that was the case. It'd be hard to do, but like it'd be cool. I mean,
you know
like,
what I think we're overdue for, and could tie into your game mode that you're talking about there. I think a clan system. I thought of a name for
it's
it.
About time.
It called it fleets, right? You join
fleets
up
or alliances or something like that.
you roll up and do the content, and then
no one's invited. Our clan gonna roll heavy, bro. Fuck y'all. We're gonna be the strong boy season, bro. It's time.
We're gonna make the good, great, perfect clan, and then just like recruit all the fucking big turbo nerds.
Yeah, but they all quit though, so now we're the big turbo nerds, man.
But I think away from more online interactivity with people is definitely
like Kizzen is cool because you can you know
save people,
and then they can like commend you, and then you get a boost on your tickets or something like that. I think it is, and the new recent JP updates and stuff, which is like cool. But like I think it's getting to a point now where like just some sort of actual like online multiplayer style mode would be really interesting to see coming to the game.
It doesn't have to be PvP either.
No, it can be PvP, but like collaborative would be really
exactly.
Cool.
Even like a PvE real time sort of thing.
Exactly. Even if it was like an alliance mode where like you maybe paired up with like 3 other people, so there's 4 of you. Each person brings a team, and then you work together to defeat like a massive boss.
Do you know what this sounds like?
What up?
Bounty Rush.
Fuck, man.
Alright,
you heard it here first. GGP is converting to a bounty rush system now. We're not playing the game anymore.
Get Craig out of here, man. I don't want anyone to hear this.
But even like for example, like on Dragalia, right? They have like these, like they have raids and stuff where like you bring a team of 4 units, and and everyone does as well. So you have 16 units, and you control 4. You're 4. And then you go defeat like a big boss, like a big raid boss that everyone's a part of. Even if they did something like that, where like you teamed up with 1 person or 3 other people, and everyone brought a team, and then you all work together to kill like 1 major boss or clear 1 island, and it required like a variety. Right? You need to bring this kind of team to clear this part of the stage, and then you need to do this and X, Y, Z.
Yeah, then you're gonna get the 4 heads that like I'll just bring all my strongest legends.
Hey, they don't synergize.
Bro,
I don't play with fucking bitches, bro. I play with the gang. Fuck y'all. Bro, I pair up with some guy who brings Lufalo. I said, "Fuck you, bitch. It's GGP or bust, bro." I'm not trying to hit good grade perfects, man.
Dude, we'd have to make a series like GGP try and take down every single boss with Log Luffy teams.
And we might have to run that up, bro. Hey, let us know in the comment section below. Do you want to see us, like all of us content creators, like make
On some dumb shit.
just like start clearing everything with like Log Luffy captain? Let us know.
Could you imagine like if they bring out this like massive event? It's like, okay, you can bring in 6 people to this. You guys got to all work together, and then it shows all the teams, and all of us are using fucking Log Luffy.
Just like we don't even tell one another. We just do it. Like,
I want to see a game mode, right? You pick one unit.
No, I was about to say no.
Yeah, and you just have to hit the perfect for your
I'm gonna
character.
miss. I'm gonna on purpose miss just to piss everyone off.
But no, we're all bringing Log Luffy, bro. Who's hitting the good?
I'm hitting the perfect, bro. Fuck
I'm gonna
you.
see the good, great miss.
Bro, that's what we should call our after hours podcast. Good great miss. Missing with that bullshit that you're talking about.
Miss me with Bounty Rush. I'm sick.
Let us know in the comment section below as well. Do you want to hear a podcast eps about us rambling about just random shit that isn't related to this project?
Dude, I still think for us to grow more, we got to branch out. Like when we start uploading more frequently, we got to we can do like episodes about like the anime. We can do episodes about
let us know
the manga. We can do episodes about different games that we're playing at this point in time, and you know what I mean? Like because One Piece is a very niche market, and we do get that's where our views come from. But if we expand, like my mate, like this is what opened my eyes. My mate is he's just recently started his own podcast. I'm not going to name it. No free shout outs. But
yeah, bitch.
But his following went like he caught up to us within 2 days.
That's bullshit.
And he's like, granted, he's talking NBA, but like none of him or his mates have any sort of content creator like
Todd isn't doing enough.
Todd. Exactly. Todd's fault. But like,
bro, imagine going on holidays.
I listened to one of their podcasts, and it's just good good banter. They don't always stay on the one topic. They branch out to other sports that they like, not just the NBA. So they're doing bits, and I took notes, like saying, oh shit, they're actually not sticking to one thing. They're actually getting quite a decent following without very little advertising, to be honest.
What's sport though?
Basketball, NBA, everything.
No, what is sport?
What is sport?
Yeah, all I know is how to tap my phone. But no, for real though, in the comment section, let us know what you guys would want to see if we were to branch out and start doing some more like external style content, like talk about some other random things, whether it be anime, manga, other games we're playing, just talk about like our daily lives we're doing and stuff. Do let us know. We have Twitter.
We could go into
Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, we could do like full on interviews about us, like what we've done in our short time on this planet.
Todd, fuck that guy.
Like,
he's on holiday.
You know what I mean? Like for example, like what you go to uni, Papi?
Yeah.
So you could break down like what you study and what led you to that.
We could definitely do that shit. I'm down.
Copy, I could break down why we chose the jobs we chose.
Want, so that's why I want.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just it's an idea.
Ideas are out there. You've heard our thoughts. You know, generally we wouldn't be talking about this on the podcast itself. This would be behind closed doors, but you have heard it. So by all means, let us know. We're everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, in the description. In the comment section as well. Just write it up. Tell us what you guys want to hear. Anything of the specific.
GGP after hours.
It's coming soon. .tm. Without further ado, though, thank you everyone for listening to today's ep. It was, I don't know, I think it was good content in this one for sure. It was a lot of interesting information and a lot of news as well. So again, we do apologize that the most recent eps have been very news based, less discussion based, but that's the way the game's releasing content at the moment, and we just want to like give our thoughts and opinions on those pieces of content itself. But Cobb, Dill, Knight, I've been Captain Puppy. Thank you all for listening to another great episode of Good, Great, Perfect. We'll talk to you all next time. Peace.
Catch us later.
Yeah.